Hey everyone, and thank you for joining us for our very first game of our Pathfinder campaign. I'm going to be your narrator, Alex, and these are going to be our players. This is my wife, Amanda.
Hi.
My thunder buddy, Kris.
How's it going, everybody?
The always incomparable Devin.
Hello.
The master of order, Nathan.
Hello.
And the great and majestic Bryan.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, guys. For this campaign, we're going to be traveling to the land of Rhunerin, but we do have a few special rules we want to take note on. For this game, we're going to be counting any natural 1 as a failure and a natural 20 as a success. So that's going to be our house rules, and for the most part, that's going to be all of our house rules. We're not going to do too much crazy stuff. But before we can get to the land of Rhunerin, our heroes have to make their way across the sea. So we joined them on a quaint dock in a far-off village. We joined 2 individuals walking along, checking boats, looking for anyone who may be able to ferry them. The weather's fine, the gulls are chirping, but every boat is filled up. Go ahead.
Would you like to give us give our descriptions now?
Yep.
Bryan, do you wish to start?
I am a 6 foot tall tiefling who looks relatively tan. The only real tells for him is 2 small horns jutting out of his head, and the demon-like tail that is around his back.
I appear to be a about 5 foot 8, 5 foot 9 Azamar. However, I appear to have cat-like ears, yellow slitted eyes. I am wearing a leather-plated armor, a lamellar, if you guys are looking at home in your rule books. I am using a stock. However, we're going to be using it as a falchion that is well balanced. So it is a slashing weapon, so it's a piercing weapon. No real difference other than that on that. I seem to be wearing clothing that was probably once really nice. Very elegant, very performer-like. However, there's been a little bit of a dulling of the clothing over time as I've been on a long journey, mud on my boots and such. I have a shield slung over my back, dagger at my side, and we are just walking down the dock area.
You see another man beginning to pack his boat. No signs up or anything, but his boat doesn't look too full.
I mean, it doesn't look too full. We could join along there.
Yeah.
I thought the kobold said he had a boat.
Yeah, he's...
Anyways, we'll go check.
Well, he's small enough, he should fit.
Well, it'll fit anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
Start heading towards the boat.
The man looks up and turns towards you. He has a grizzled face and an old brown hat pulled down low.
As I'm wearing a helmet over my head to hide the horns, and as
Gotcha.
well as my tail.
Hello.
Good day.
We are looking for transport.
To where?
Rhunerin.
No.
Why not?
Not gonna sell those cursed seas.
And are they cursed now? Is that why we can't find a boat?
There are those who will sell to Rhunerin, but you have to know the tricks of the water. I don't know them. I'm not gonna sell them.
Do you know who does know them?
No one that I do business with.
No one.
Siobhan.
Okay, I see how it is.
He pulls his hat down again and turns his back to you.
Well, farewell. Whatever your name is, who I assume I'll never see again.
He grumbles to himself.
And walk on. He's very rude. Why are people in this area so rude?
As we switch over to Calyx, who's trying to convince the shipmaster who he initially snuck aboard and was caught to allow him to have a trip back.
Now, I know that I snuck on board the boat the first time. Can I sneak on board a second time going back?
If you sneak on board a second time, I'm not going to give you a free trip. I was nice enough to let you go once. It's not going to happen a second time.
So,
If you want it, you have to pay for it.
well, how much? Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got 2 spots left on the boat.
Okay. There's 2
You're
spots.
trying to get me to bring 3 people.
Oh, well.
If you're going to bring more people in, perhaps if they're willing to work, we might be able to cut a deal.
Oh.
But I'm going to need to speak to them, and I'm going to need to judge their character personally.
Oh, no. I think they're the most upstanding people.
Trust me, a reference from you at this point is not going to get you far. The plump man...
They're terrible people. They're some of the worst people that I've ever seen. There's a tiefling involved. I'm pretty positive that he stole my money.
The plump man furrows his brow and runs his hands through his beard. Go get them. I'll judge them for myself.
Dang, I was really hoping he wouldn't take my word. Okay, let me go see if I can find them.
As you guys are making your way down the dock, you see the small silver kobold. And Kris, would you like to give your full description at this point?
Yeah, I'm about 2.5 feet tall. I've got a brown cloak up over my head, long silver baton scale mouth. I have a quarterstaff that looks very worn, with several necklaces tied around right above where my hand rests on it, with some various religious symbols coming down over my hand, and a dagger at my side with a crossbow over my back. I wonder where those two guys went. I told them to come find me here.
As you see your kobold friend
It's not
quickly
like
approaching.
It's not like they're much.
There he
friendlier.
is.
Oh, there you guys are. It's Mordax the Mighty. And I cannot remember your name.
Caius. It's Caius.
Caius the not as mighty, but still probably mighty.
I
Just because
must
I
give
know
that
how
to
to
you.
take care of zombies.
Those
Well,
zombies
to be
were...
fair, you know how to deal with zombies. That was unpleasant.
You guys saved me from... I owe you guys a lot, because you guys saved me from a very, very, very bad experience. I was not prepared for that.
Well,
But anyway, that's another story for another day. I found a boat,
Enough to-
Okay.
For that.
but the guy's a little mad. You're going to have to convince him to let you on board.
What's he mad about? He's not just grumpy like the rest of these people, is he?
He's... You know what? I don't know what's wrong with these people that's here in this town. I think everybody here in this whole town has an attitude problem. I don't know. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. Oh, if he says anything about me sneaking on the boat, that's 100%
True.
not the entire story. I fell asleep on the boat and woke up with it already sailing. I didn't know that it was
I mean,
sailing
the
up.
alcohol on your breath would corroborate the story, but let's continue. Bring us to the man. Perhaps
Okay.
we can convince him.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Very
going to go ahead
convincing
and
person,
switch
right?
over now. As we switch our focus over to a tall, mysterious man making his way down the dock along with his small little friend. If you guys would like to give your descriptions real fast.
Well, at the very least, tall, relatively speaking, to my companion. But about 5'10", kind of a medium, athletic build, wearing a brown cloak, kind of some gray and brown clothing. Looks like a fairly travel-worn outfit. A rapier at his side, blue eyes, light brown hair. Seems to carry himself as someone who knows what they're doing, just in the general sort of sense.
And I am a small mouseling with monk's outfit covered by a cream robe with the hood up, a temple sword at the side. Probably looking around in awe at everything.
As you guys have been making your way down the dock, you cannot find passage to Rhunerin. Everyone you've talked to has either scoffed or just sent you on your way. But as you look around, you do notice a very small ship up ahead with a sign saying Passage to Rhunerin, 2 seats remaining. As you look over, you see another group of people, 3 of them. Looks like they're starting to pace the same direction.
I think we might want to hurry.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, we gotta see who's gonna get left behind.
I'm not going very fast right now.
That's okay. Neither am I.
I'm not either.
I got a 10.
9.
Where I'm from, you have to get your seat. I
5.
got a 22.
Okay. You guys eye the other group starting to rush towards the last boat. As you guys all take off as well.
Trying to make
Okay.
sure I slow down, trying to make sure my arrows don't fly over the place.
And I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of our name this first time. Caius? Caius arrives there first. You see the plump man, long curled beard, bald head, furrowed brow. He looks a little taken off by the fact you're running up at him.
Hello, sorry, trying to beat other people to you. We would like
Okay.
passage.
Oh, to Rhunerin?
Yes.
Oh, good. I have 2 seats remaining.
I'm willing to pay for one of those seats.
Very well, 15 gold.
15 gold, I can handle that.
Okay, well.
I've got another seat here for my partner.
And who got the next highest?
I had 10.
I have 12.
5.
9.
As the small mouseling runs up, as he takes your 15 gold, you can
And
go ahead and bring your stuff on.
my friend over here as well is going to...
One moment. We will take this in a line. What can I help you with?
Start bearing over you a little bit.
I was looking for passage to Rhunerin.
Well, that's fine. Do you have 15 gold on you?
Yes, but I have a companion and I can't. leave
So do you
him.
not want the seat?
I can't leave him behind.
Is there any way you could make more room?
About this time, the rest of you guys converge on this man.
Okay.
I could put some of you to work as deckhands.
Oh, absolutely, I can
Hey.
handle that.
They
I've never
they
done
would
it.
be fantastic deckhands.
Oh, is he one of the ones you're telling me about?
No. Wait, can I sense motive on whether or not if that's a bad?
Yeah, go ahead and sense motive.
15 plus 19.
He's pulling the gold back out of his pocket. He
No.
looks like he's
One
gonna
moment,
take a
sir.
moment.
One moment, sir.
That's the guy I was talking about.
One moment, sir.
What?
One moment, sir.
I don't even know you.
I apologize. I will say one thing to his character. He is a healer. He has magical healing powers. And that might be valuable on the sea.
Is that important to you?
Is that really an
He
aspect
stole away
of
on my boat,
character?
and I've heard other rumors of what he's gotten into in the town, so I'm not that convinced.
He helped us take down a cult. We rescued an angel.
He looks at you skeptically on that section.
Diplomacy.
Go ahead.
That's not the best, but it's not the worst. 12.
12. I'm not fully convinced, but if you're willing to inspire them to speak so highly of you,
He
who am I
saved
to
my
judge
life from
him?
zombies. I can't say much.
Okay, but keep your noses clean. I don't want any trouble on my boat.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have one person sailing as a guest, and if you would like the other seat, you are the next one.
I would be happy to work.
Very well.
I have a question. Is it entirely sanitary to have a mouse on a ship?
I've sailed with plenty of good rat folk.
I was just asking.
So,
I've heard similar things about kobolds, though.
Plus, isn't a kobold generally a little more sneaky and stab you in the back kind of person?
No,
This one's at least sneaky, but overall harmless, just troublesome.
if you know what? You take my seat, I'll work. You do not seem like you would have the strength to work, honestly.
I really don't. I'm not very good at manual labor at all.
We know.
Very well, so you're transferring your seat to him.
Yes, he's having my seat.
Very well, and who would like to purchase the second seat? Because I'm not taking on an extra crew until I have my seats filled.
I'd happily purchase the other seat.
Do you have 15 gold?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Always wanted to sail.
The rest of you, you see that stack of crates over there?
Yes,
Begin loading them.
Right.
on it.
We're going to set sail shortly.
I definitely.
He
could
goes
not
back
get
on
those.
the boat. In the boat, it's
It's
a very small sloop. It does have a decent sized port or cargo area that you guys start loading the boxes down on. You see 2 other men working. It looks like that they're the ones who likely came across with him.
Hello,
Well,
We're here to assist
greetings, Joffrey.
my name's Caius. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is my friend.
Didn't know we're taking on new people.
Yes, well, out of seats and we need a passage.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so what are you good at?
I'm a performer by trade. However, I am quite strong.
Okay, strong. I can work with strong. It looks like you're already loading the cargo. That's probably a good thing to keep you on.
Great.
Out of you new guys, who is not particularly strong? Excellent. Boy, do I have a job for you. He goes over and gets a mop, he gets a brush, and he gets a bucket of water.
Oh, I'm used to this.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm very glad to have you here because this was going to be my job. And who else is working?
Just him.
Small size map.
You look strong enough. I'm going to put you on moving cargo as well.
All right.
This is exciting.
Okay. You guys take your time, you get the cargo loaded. those of you who paid get to kind of lounge around below deck in the accommodations. It's a small area pulled out between the crates. You have a hammock down there.
That's nice.
It's relatively dryish. There is some bilge water down there, but it's nothing too bad, but it's definitely not great either. And you hear the sound of them loading and getting everything ready. Eventually, all of you guys hear the bell ring, and you know it's about time to set sail.
Well, I hop on board.
Okay. Everyone
Oh,
on?
shit.
As they pull off from the dock and begin heading out to sea. During the day's travel, the water's smooth, the waves gently lapping. Those of you who are resting below, you can catch a nap very easily if you like. Those of you who are not, there's lots of work to be done on the ship. Do any of you guys have profession sailor, seafarer, anything along those lines?
Nope.
They keep
No
you guys
profession.
busy doing primarily manual work and lookout, things along those lines. The day goes by fine and the sun begins to set, and they start divvying out who's going to take what shifts. Joffrey comes up to you guys first. Okay, you guys have been working pretty hard. I'm gonna let you guys take the first shift to rest, and then you guys can come out afterwards and take the second shift.
That sounds good.
That's fine.
I should be able to see well in the dark, so it'd probably be preferable.
We're actually not that far from the shores of Rhunerin.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize
If we
that.
make good time, we might not have to worry too much about it.
Question.
Yes.
I heard these seas are cursed.
Okay. There are certain rules you have to abide by when sailing the seas of Rhunerin. Mostly, it involves things that, like for example, you can't carry certain types of gold on certain parts of the sea, or it'll invoke this particular sort of curse where a mist will come out. But the captain's looked into it, and since you guys aren't locals, and well, if you had it on you, it would have happened when we set sail at first. It likely shouldn't come up. The thing is, the people who don't know the rules can get into trouble. Now, would I sail further north? No, I hear there's different curses on different seas. So I stick to the areas I know, and I make sure we abide by whatever rules I can.
Very well.
Let's see. Why don't we go ahead and let you guys get some rest then?
Thanks.
You see the captain go down below deck with you guys. You guys are able to get a good night's sleep, and everyone make a perception. Let's see who hears this first.
Do they feed us, or are we expected to feed ourselves?
They give you some very, very simple dry rations,
Do they
but
fe-
you don't have to use your own food.
Do they feed us as guests?
Those of you
20.
who are guests actually receive a shank of meat.
Oh, that's nice. Do we get refreshments too? Any ale? Wine?
No.
Oh.
Water.
Well, I got a 20.
I got that 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
I got
Yep.
I got a 13.
18.
Okay, we're about to head into combat, and we'll see you guys on the board. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our campaign so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. I know I am. Now, if you guys are looking for a way to support us in this, what you can do is you can look on our Patreon. Even a $1 a month donation really helps us put out better content for you guys, and everything you put into the channel is going to come right back to you guys in the videos. Okay, now back to the table. Okay, Renault and Mardrax, you guys hear the sound of groaning, rolling, and gasping coming from the top of the deck. What do you guys do?
Does it sound like anything that we might have heard before? Or?
Not particularly, it just sounds like someone in extreme distress.
Well,
Something's up.
is
What?
Poppy sleeping anywhere near me?
Yeah. You can see
yeah.
where she's asleep.
Do we hear the noises continuing now that we're...
You can hear it faintly, but yes.
We should
I
go
get
check.
up and try to wake her.
Exactly.
Yeah, what?
It sounds like there's trouble up on deck.
And, Calix, what do you get?
I got 18.
You start to wake up from hearing it as well.
I was like probably started with my bottle of wine, with my empty bottle of wine. Ah,
Okay,
what was that?
let's take care of it.
Alright.
I don't take time to don my armor. However, I do pull out my heavy shield and my falchion.
Are we in danger?
We might be.
Similarly, I grab my
Could just be
buckler and
troubles.
rapier and
Okay, give me marching order. The stairway up can have 2 people wide. Who's in front?
I seem to be going towards the front, like in almost a protective manner.
I'll happily let him go first.
Okay.
I'll bound up with him.
Great.
I'll take second row.
Okay, and do we have Calyx in the back then?
I'm in the back with my blanket and an empty bottle of wine.
Perfect,
Are
perfect.
you wearing it
That's
like
exactly what you want to be going
like
to
a
battle
hook?
with.
No, I'm holding it like a security blanket.
Okay. As you guys emerge onto deck, you see the 2 workers that were staying up for the first watch laying and twisting. The whole area, as far as you can see, is covered in mist. And there's these colored mists, blue flowing to one, purple flowing to the other. Their eyes are starting to glow, their bones stretching out. You hear popping and snapping as you see one stretch out his hand, his fingers elongated claws. Still this mist swirling around them as they rise straight up.
Is this because we brought a tiefling on board?
Oh, it's the troubles.
One just looks at you and goes,
Nope. Nope.
roll initiatives.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
And who is the initiative board?
I have the initiative board.
I am not doing good on initiative.
Neither am I. I need
That's
to get
the
a new
same roll
D20.
you got last time.
It's the same
And
roll.
That's the same roll I got last time.
I mean, if it makes you guys feel better, I did much worse.
So everyone's
I got-
using loaded dice, but not great ones.
Yeah.
We're using
Yeah.
bad loaded.
Cursed dice, baby.
Yeah.
Almost.
We're living up to our name. Cursed Dice Heroes. They're right here.
Or at least cursed dice.
We're not
So I've got a
heroes.
10.
Yeah, I know. We're
Okay.
Cursed Dice citizens.
Anyone 15 to 20?
15.
Fabulous.
Lucky.
And you can crank that on down now. and
What's
that's
your name again?
More Drax.
More Drax.
The mighty.
I will remember everyone's names eventually. Okay,
More Drax,
so
Storm.
10 to 15.
Possessed at 12.
Do I get to go before them?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you have a higher dexterity modifier.
I would hope. Okay, so anybody else in that 10 to 15?
I have 10.
You have a 10? And then that's Renault?
Yep.
I think I spelled that right. 5 to 10.
That works.
Oh, yeah. I got a 5.
I'm at 7.
There's an X.
You can go ahead and place your guys' pieces over the large opening at the front. You see the crate loading area. You guys are coming up that way. And just kind of set up in the order that you guys came up in.
You guys use it right
Yep.
first.
And then the mouse link. And you're going to be in the back.
And what was your name?
I'm in the back.
My name is Caius.
Guys.
Spelled with a C.
Too bad, that's not how I'm spelling it.
That's fair.
I'm spelling it phonetically.
Phonetically.
This ship is too small.
I told you, it's a very small
I
ship.
should have made a bigger boat.
Okay,
We-
who is first up?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
First up is Mordrax.
Okay.
Do we fight them?
Do we just give them the boat?
Perhaps we disable them?
Disabling them sounds like a good idea.
Religious knowledge check.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
And does anyone have healing?
I do.
Go ahead and roll that as well.
11 on religion.
Is that with intelligence?
Yes.
Modified 20.
And what do you get on the healing?
7.
Okay, you don't get any special information.
Nope.
And what do you get on religion?
Modified 20.
Modified 20. You have heard of this sort of possession before. You know that it's not really, truly ever reversible. The thing is, the person's body is so damaged by it, even after you drive out the entity that's within them, the body's so destroyed there's really no hope for the person. Now, there have been people successful on removing the entity, but the person did not live well.
Actually, I think it might be most merciful to put them
I
down.
fireball at this guy anyway.
Mordrax is just going for the jugular.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just like, it's troubles. This is
I
bad.
think he was preparing that before I told him it was okay to kill him.
We're gonna have to put him down.
You draw back your bow and you take aim.
Yep, and that's modify 20.
You let loose as the arrow sails through, nailing him straight in the chest.
For 5 damage.
As you see mist just
Like
pouring
6.
and bellowing out of the wound.
Wait, 6 because of point blank shot.
Even better. And which one did you shoot? Purple or green? Ah,
Green.
there we go. Okay, who's next?
Me. Meeny, miny.
Try not to fall down this time.
Going to go after this.
Oh, and just so you guys know, you might notice we're not using a grid. We're actually doing a inch-based system, so that way you can move pretty much however you like to end up.
That's why we're using these.
Yeah.
I will be there. And I am going to attack him with my temple sword.
He looks down and starts to sneer.
Instead of using squares, we're using an actual boat. The audacity.
Don't
I need to-
antagonize the rules.
I need to
So, I
move
got
6 boats.
You come in, you go to swing, you get caught up in the mist coming off these things. You lose sight of it for a moment. As you swing, you feel that you impacted nothing as it falls back again, and you can tell that you had swung too low.
It's a common problem, I imagine.
Who's next?
The mist possessed.
Well, they've got their
Okay.
target.
Turn the one that's near you towards you.
Uh-oh.
And move the other one in close combat with Renault. As he comes, he doesn't take the stairs. He just outstretches his arms and begins to float on the mist cloud as he lowers his head almost like a vulture and is descending on you with his claws out.
All these space.
Okay. Poppy, yours is going to attack first.
Okay.
As he turns towards you, he licks his hands. And you notice his tongue has twisted long and sharp. As he draws back, you can see a stream of spittle, and he comes in swinging.
Ew.
What do I need to hit?
Just regular AC?
Will 13 get you?
No.
You dive underneath his clumsy swipe.
The worst wet willy I've ever seen.
The other one, at Renault, is coming forward, both hands now.
Does it look like he's trying to grab me?
It's hard to tell. He might be coming in and just slicing, but he might be coming in for a grapple.
Will. I'm gonna... This kind of a melee attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the dodging panache.
Okay.
And spend a panache point and move 5 feet. Assume I can just kind of... Is there enough room for me to move 5 feet in any direction on here?
Well, he was right in front of you.
Let's see. I'm not seeing a lot of open space.
Yeah.
Perhaps not then. Well, in that case, I'll not use the dodging panache, and I'll just go ahead and use opportune parry and riposte.
Okay.
So I'll make a melee attack against them, or rather a. Do my roll. Ah, very nice. 9.
Against his modified 20.
Oh, good.
I'm assuming that hits your AC.
Well, yeah.
For 4 damage.
Already
As he
living
catches
up
you
to our
here?
name.
And rakes down with his long nails. Who is next?
Renault.
Aha! Revenge.
As he completes his slice, he draws it back and runs his long tongue over the blood on his fingertips. As his eyes lock back on you.
I seem utterly worried.
Assuming I'm not worried about an attack of opportunity, am I able to move past him?
Yeah, you're gonna have to make, I believe it's an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Actually, there are ropes hanging down here and there. You could grab one, swing yourself out really wide, and get around him.
I would definitely like to do that. I'm wanting to try to get around to basically the other side of the one that Poppy is fighting.
Okay.
So, in that case,
It's gonna be a heck of a swing.
would that be an acrobatics still also?
Yeah, it's still gonna be an acrobatics, but it's gonna be a little easier since you have the ropes to work with.
And a little cooler.
And
What do you mean a little cooler?
It's gonna be a lot cooler.
cue dramatic music.
Like swashbuckler. I'll go ahead and use another
You don't
another
need
panache deed
Oh, I know.
of daring do to get a 1d6 worth of bonus to my acrobatics. Ah, good. One. I added 1 to it. Very nice.
That's one more than you had.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yes. Let's see if I can do better than that on my actual attempt here.
Nope. Not much better.
No, we'll go with a grand total of 8.
8.
Yeah, a grand total of 8.
Ah.
Okay. You see your chance. You cut loose some of the rope. You grab it. You take a run to go swinging off. He swings wide, snapping the rope. You slide, almost going over the edge, catch yourself, and you end up losing the rest of your turn, just making sure you don't fall off the edge.
Are you okay?
Yes, that's what I meant to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who's up next?
Caius.
So, where exactly am I now? On that?
Well, you're pretty much where you are, but closer to the edge.
More precariously positioned.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Everybody be careful. These things look dangerous.
Ooh, and that means we can put him where he's actually supposed to be.
And then knock
And-
Or maybe not.
And then
And
Vortex
Caius
falls
collapses,
over.
apparently.
Oh no, Caius falls over with a heart
I'd
attack.
rather not.
He's moving anyway, it's fine.
Actually,
Oh.
I mean, if he's right there, that's
Yep.
very inviting.
And he was wounded where you were not, seeing this as an opportunity to potentially save someone who was going overboard. I am going to make a power attack on him with my balanced potion. So that is a 23 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is an 18, so it is a potential crit. So we're going to roll to confirm. And that is the same to confirm.
And let's see how much damage you do.
Okay, that is 5, 9, 9 plus 3 equals 12, 12 plus 18 equals 30 damage.
Okay.
Alright.
You see
Alright.
him cut the rope. You see your moment to attack. You move in. You swing wide. You throw all your strength behind it, and you just cut him right through the ribs and right down the middle as he falls in 2 pieces, slowly leaking the mist. As the last of the mist leaves his body, his eyes come to just for a moment. He flips over flat on his back, looks to the sky, and goes, and just ends with this wide-eyed gaze, mouth agape, staring at the sky. Please remove that piece.
As I cut him in half, I look very confident and assured of, my skill that I have gained over the past couple of days. And then as he screams, it all just goes away.
Zen don't want none of that. Okay.
Next is Kix.
All right. As I clutch my security blanket, I'm going to move up, and with all my courage I can muster, I hurl the empty wine bottle at the mist, screaming, "Go away!"
Make your attack.
-4 to hit for that improvised weapon.
Yep. And another -2 too on top of that. Yeah, good solid 4.
Yes.
Did I get him?
Yeah, you do peg him. It just kind of hits his shoulder and bounces off. You don't seem to have done any damage as he just kind of goes.
Don't worry, guys.
You
Don't worry.
Looks in
distracted
your
him.
direction. He doesn't look especially distracted, but just enough for him to take note of you. Okay. Now that
We've got him on the ropes.
Okay, who's up next?
That's bottom of the round. And...
Top of the round.
Okay, Mordrax.
Another arrow to aim at him.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Let's see if you can confirm.
14 plus... Modify 20.
That'll confirm it.
This side of the table might be being relieved of our curses. I'm not even pushing it that way.
I think everything just seems to be curse or crit.
I don't know if I'm
That'll be 9 total.
He draws back his hand, looming down over Poppy. He doesn't seem to notice you as you draw back your arrow. As you let it fly, it hits him straight in the middle of the forehead. He stops, blinks for a moment, and then falls backwards with the mist just pouring out of him. As he hits the deck, once again the eyes snap to focus. They widen. As both of them now lie dead on the deck, their bodies contorted into strange patterns, their eyes and mouth agape. No breathing, no motion, no sound.
Captain!
Well,
No response.
We need to find the captain, and whoever has the gold that this stuff is apparently not fond of.
What's that about gold?
Supposedly there's a type of gold that the mist will come and attack you from if you have it on you.
I just have normal gold.
Yeah, me too.
As you guys are talking, you notice that the mist surrounding the boat is starting to recede a bit. Not a lot, just a bit.
I start fanning. I just start fanning. With
I'm gonna
my
go
blanket
try to
from
find the
edge of
captain.
the boat.
Okay.
I go below deck and look for the captain.
You do find the captain. He is
this.
rummaging through the cargo very, very quickly, looking for anything. What do you do?
Captain,
Yes!
what are you doing?
I'm looking for whatever drew these damn things to us.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Scour, look for gold.
Okay, is our gold coins likely to be fine?
Your gold coins are likely fine. It's a very specific gold, but you're not going to know how to recognize unless you know what you're looking for. Just look for anything that's gold,
And
bring it to me.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a perception.
Perception, not my best skill. 16.
16. While searching one of the crates, you go all the way through it, find nothing, slam the lid back on. The force of you slamming down the lid knocks something ajar from one of the nearby crates. It's shiny.
Okay, go and take a look at it.
It seems to be a very small, thin nail made out of gold. It looks like it's iron in the core, but a very almost dull gold wrapped around the edge of it.
I might have found it.
Let me see. He takes it. You guys up on deck, you see the captain come running out. He pitches some sort of small metal object out into the ocean. And then he stops and leans over.
I checked the rest of the nails in that particular crate.
Okay,
Sure
so
they're that
It
one.
looks like that wasn't even one of the necessary nails for the crate. It looks like someone had just hammered it in and actually just under one of the
Gotcha.
lips.
okay, so what was that all about?
The cursed mist.
And that is.
One of the things you can't do on this part of the sea is you can't carry the gold from Sarnath. The hungry mist will come to consume it.
Gold from Sarnath. Not familiar with that.
It's a damned ruined barbarian city from ancient times. But the thing is, how the heck did it get on here?
You said it was been cursed? The
the entire
ruins?
rooms, yes.
Oh, I see.
At least that's what they say. I've never had this problem before. He goes over and looks at the bodies of his men. Oh dear God.
I don't think this was unintentional.
The course protect us.
The who?
Divine Chorus.
Is that a god?
If you don't know it, we can give you a theology lecture on it another time. Okay. We're sailing through the night. Everyone on deck.
Okay.
The mist is thinning, so I think we've gotten through the worst of it. We likely won't be attacked again if we got all the gold off. But we're sailing straight through. He assigns everyone duties. Many of you guys are just keeping watch. Many of you guys are moving ropes under his instructions since he's lost his trained sailors. But sure enough, about dawn.
Something that I would like to do.
Yes,
That I
go
think
ahead.
is important. Partly after he mentioned he was making comments about everything protecting us, I probably was going over to the bodies, taking out what appeared to be a flask, and probably saying a small prayer to each of the two bodies, using some of the holy water that I have.
Every so often when you splash it, you'll catch a little bit of sizzle, usually around the corner of the mouth or the corner of the eye. But the captain, after seeing the small ceremony, he seems to relax a little bit, and sure enough, the mist does thin out. Around dawn, you guys are finding your way back towards the shore. You can see, for those of you who are familiar with Rhunerin, you guys see Greenkalf ahead of you. The small dock, the large hill heading upward, and then the town on it. Hey guys, we want to take a quick moment to give a few thank yous. These are not endorsed, these are just people that we're big fans of. First, our local friendly gaming store, the Gaming Guild. They're a great place for people to organize, plan games, go and get your supplies, all that stuff. We love you guys, thank you so much. The second, to the Tabletop Crafters Guild. They're a wonderful online community where we learned how to make all of our terrain, and me and Amanda actually made all the terrain for this campaign. Jeremy, you're my man, I love you, love my Proxon, you're a great guy.
DM Scotty, you never cease to amaze me and inspire me.
Thank you guys so much. Okay, now back to the campaign. As you guys pull into the docks of Greenkalf, for those of you who are familiar with the area, everything here seems pretty normal. For those of you who aren't, this place seems to have a very strange sort of setup. It is a small wooden dock at the bottom of a large cliff. At the top of the cliff, you can see just hints of the green rolling hill and a large town set up there. But it's a large stairway up all the way to the top with a lever and pulley system coming down to the small dock. You see that the cliff slopes down just a little off, and it would have been much easier to set up there, but this is how it's laid out.
Just gonna.
Home sweet terrible.
Why? They just kind of point up at the hill.
You're unsure, it's just simply how the town's always been.
It's always been like that.
Okay.
Okay, the captain pulls her in, and a halfling, he seems young, but he has several streaks of gray hair going through his head. He's wearing just kind of plain clothes, a white shirt, black trousers, and carrying a shepherd's crook with him. Seems to be making his way down the dock. His demeanor's just kind of generally sour. He makes his way up. Oh dear God! When he sees the two dead bodies that are laid out, they have been properly prepared, but it's still a grotesque sight. Very well, very well. Welcome to port. Come on in.
I look at the captain. Do you need help with the bodies?
Your jobs are done, and so are mine. I have family to inform, but
I apologize for.
nothing to be done about it.
But I don't know about you guys, I am hungry, but I know the best restaurant in town.
Oh, for you.
Do you know
around
a
here?
good?
Oh yeah. I'm from this trash hole.
The halfling crosses his
I'm
arms
from
as
the
he's
back
watching you
pocket.
guys just kind of sit there and talk.
Apologies.
Every part of this place is a trash hole.
Let's get off the boat and go that way then.
Yes.
Very well, there is a rule, no lollygagging on the pier.
Very well.
So if you guys could go ahead and head up to the town, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Is that
Thank
rule
you.
written down somewhere with that specific verbiage?
This is my dock. I set the rules, and if I change my mind on any of them, I enforce them. Actually, Ollie enforces them, but
If you look really closely, you can even see it like on his little staff thing too.
Okay, so
We
I'm
can-
gonna
you're
get
you're
moving.
already a troublemaker, and I don't
I'm-
need you causing any more trouble for me.
Please come this
As
way.
I just
Sorry.
lift him up in here.
Okay,
Sorry.
he's
You know
got
the tiefling I like.
And this is the way we're going.
Well, actually, he
Ollie!
might not.
As he yells up to a
Actually-
very large, pin-headed man
Actually, I
halfway.
still have my helmet and my tail, so
Okay, he just says this one I like then.
Okay.
He yells up to a very big, pin-headed man halfway up the staircase, where it looks like there's a small lift. Give this one an ale as he passes by.
Give him two. Can I go bluff and go? Give him two.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Yes!
I'll let you try it.
17.
17. Ollie nods. You're not really sure if he heard it or not, but you'll find out when you get by him. As you guys make your way up the long staircase, you get close to this hulking, ham-fisted man. He kind of looks at all of you strangely. Here, these are for you.
How many were there?
He gives you 2.
Okay.
The guy looks.
Give you
pretty,
one.
I'm trying to
the
paw
guy
one.
looks pretty dim. He pulls it out of your hand.
Oh!
Well, what he lacks in intelligence, he makes up for in strength.
Oh.
That was very manipulative, but very kind of you to get him 2 ales.
Oh man.
As you made to the top of the staircase, you can finally look down over most of the city, as you seem to be at one of the higher points. It's rolling hills, lots and lots of buildings, some of them 2-story, some of them 1-story. You see signs for various shops, lots and lots and lots of trade caravans coming through. Looks like they're mainly hauling off grains, fresh vegetables, things along those lines. Besides that, you can tell that the streets are patrolled by various sorts of town guard, most of them in blue and black tabards. Besides that, everything looks very business as usual here, and people here seem to be fairly friendly towards each other. But before you can get much further, you see a half-orc making his way towards you. He's crestfallen and wearing the robes associated normally with a cleric. He comes up to you. Can I trouble you guys for a moment?
Wait, do I recognize this guy?
You know him to be Miles.
Miles, okay. Hi, Miles.
If you guys would, it's good to see you again. If you guys would take the time to look over these flyers, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I mean, sure.
I mean, my hands are
There are
kind
about
of full.
2 local missing kids. There's a fair amount of detail in there, so I'm gonna wait till you can find a place to sit down and thoroughly read it.
Missing children?
Well, they're on the crust of adulthood, but yes.
2 missing people, then. Good
Missing
enough.
teenagers.
Yes. I probably
would
could
like
have
to be
picked
called
my
that.
words a little better. When I think of them, I still think of them when they were children.
Sorry, young adolescents.
We should go to the tavern and look over this.
I
and
know.
We can see if we can help out.
I know a very good place that serves the
Do
best
you
pie.
know a good place where we could get food?
What sort of food do you like?
I mean, what kind of food do
Also,
you all like? I'll buy a
do
drink
you-
for everyone.
I thought the
Oh,
kobold
okay,
said
then.
he knew a place.
Wherever you want to go.
He also knew a boat,
Well, the boat got us here, didn't it?
technically.
There
but he
wasn't
also
really
says
another
there was-
option.
But apparently he was a stowaway the first time.
Wait, who are we talking
Whatever
about?
works.
Okay.
Calyx, they're talking about you.
Calyx, please lead the way.
Oh, okay. I know the best restaurant. This.
Calyx, before you go, please do your best.
Alright. Wait, a what?
Just stay out of trouble. I know you can do it.
You could get out for it. As I have to.
I just grumble under my breath. It's terrible. People making terrible
Also,
decisions.
it
Miles
seems
stops
like-
for a moment. He seems to say a little prayer to himself as you guys walk away.
I attempt to do a counter prayer.
Counter!
Okay, pray. I don't even know what to figure. You just what do you pray for?
I tend to pray for whatever he is praying. I tend to pray whatever deity that will listen to assist in helping whatever he is praying for instead of who he is praying to.
Okay.
So same result, different guy.
Yeah.
So I thought you were just giving your prayer to whatever he's praying for. I don't want to happen.
No, not that. Because I assume he's probably praying for these children to be found or me to not get in trouble or something like that. I want both of those things to happen. So,
Okay.
And it turns out all this time he was praying for him to get in trouble.
So anyway, but I know the best restaurant where we can go to eat and I'll talk.
Actually, as you guys make your way through the town, you see a beautiful young woman. She looks to be around 18, sitting at a small stand, just waving at you guys.
There it is.
Calyx!
There it is.
Calyx!
There it is.
It's not really a restaurant, but okay.
There's
It is the
not even
best.
really seating over
It's
there.
the best restaurant. You have to try the pie. It is fantastic.
It looks like a fine restaurant to me.
It is.
It's like, really?
Anyways, since we seem to be hanging out for some reason, my name's Renaud.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Renaud.
You guys seem to be fairly competent for the most part.
He is...
I get it. He's Calyx, is that what it was?
Yes. Yes.
I'll let Poppy introduce herself.
Okay, Poppy, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Poppy.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Poppy.
Alright.
My name's Caius. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
So,
This is Mordrax.
Caius. Helix, Mordrax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the two
will-
of you are gonna be
Probably forget
Yes.
It's okay.
Caius, Calyx, Mordrax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We met fun.
It's not a curse. If you say it 3 times in a row, it's not going to be a problem.
Does it matter which
That
order
makes
I say
me
it?
think it is.
That was sort of cool.
Okay.
But I mean, she seems to be waving over for you. It would be rude for us not to go meet the young
I'm
lady.
telling you, it's the best restaurant in
It's-
town.
Okay, go
It's
meet
a
the lovely
scam.
pie lady.
Okay.
Okay. As you approach, Calyx, where have you been the last few days?
Oh, you're not gonna believe it. So anyway, so I traveled. You're not. If I told you, you wouldn't even know where
Actually,
I went.
this sounds like this is going to be a good story. So, do you guys want some pie?
Maybe a slice.
Okay, slice, 2 copper.
I have heard good things about the pie here.
I like to think I make the best pie.
I give her 2
Let's
copper.
make the best pie. It's fantastic.
She gives you a cut of pie about like that.
I also give her 2 copper.
She cuts another piece.
What kind of
And
pie
you
are we
guys?
looking at?
It looks like the pie that she has today is strawberry.
Strawberry.
How about for all?
Strawberries.
And
I get
yeah,
a piece of pie, but I give her a gold.
She takes it in her hand and goes, "Thank you," and she just kind of whispers it to you.
I
Just sort of nod.
give her.
And Helix, and I give Helix one the other.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And she seems to serve Calyx a piece of pie without requesting anything for it. Okay, so story.
Yes. Oh, you're not gonna believe it. So I went to this much better place than here. It's pretty far away. We had to take a whole boat.
You seem to think every place away from here is paradise. You need to
Every
learn to
place
love
here.
where you are.
No, I don't love where I did love where I was until I came back. But anyway, but I went there. It was fantastic up until I met these guys, and then we went on this horrible outing where we met these people who I think were trying to take advantage of me, trying to get me to join their club, and there were zombies that were involved. They were trying to eat us. He is terrible at fighting zombies. I have never seen somebody fail so badly at fighting zombies.
She covers her mouth as she laughs a little
Like
bit.
he
I
was
mean, it's not that hard. They're just zombies.
he was almost pulled apart by 2 of them.
They got my
Admittedly, he wasn't
jugular.
much better.
You're probably much better than I would be at it.
Yeah. But I on the other hand did very good at saving him from the zombies that killed him.
You did?
I did. And then there was this lady, there was magic.
Was it scary?
It was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. Then we had to go through this portal. There was this magic portal that sucked us somewhere. We rescued
If
this.
she's listening, she just cuts you all another piece of pie.
There were angels that were there. I'm not
Give her
even
2 more copper.
exaggerating.
She seems to push it back for you.
There were angels that were involved. We had to rescue this blacksmith that was there that made my crossbow lighter. I don't even know how he did that, but it was a fantastic place. You should go and move there.
But Calyx, all my friends and family are here.
Also sounds like it was fairly dangerous.
Yes, and
There wasn't.
I'm not an adventurer. I love hearing the stories from adventurers,
Oh.
but I'm not one myself.
It was much better after Mordrax saved us.
It was
They
much
didn't
better.
realize that you have to slash at zombies.
I realized it, I think. I was going to.
You should take like a class or something.
just
about
gotta-
But they got
Okay.
the jump on me before I could do anything. And I know that's difficult for zombies to get the
They
jump
ran
on.
right at you.
I know!
How is that getting the jump on us?
Look, when I was trying to draw my sword, they got me.
A dour-looking elf with long brownish blonde hair, a collared white shirt, black pants, and a apron on kind of comes by. Looks at Vancine. He says, "So, are you charging these nice gentlemen and women a proper fee for your work?" He goes, and she pulls out the gold piece you gave her earlier, and he goes, "Wow, I actually am very impressed. Calyx, you seem to have drawn a much better crowd. I'm glad to see that you're not taking advantage of my niece any longer."
I wasn't taking advantage of anybody.
Kindness is a virtue, but when people ask for too much, there's a time to say no. But I'm glad to see that you're turning over a new leaf. I'm sure I'll see you later tonight.
I just like nod, look at you.
You know him to be the tavern keeper.
So, where can we find an actual tavern?
Right here. Just on the, okay.
Says if you're looking for a tavern, you can follow me. If not, it's just over that way. Stag's Crown.
Stag's Crown.
Good drinks, good rooms, fair prices.
Yes.
I like all those things.
If you ask if you have a job, tell him yes.
I have money.
It makes him
I
like
promise
you
to
better.
never gouge, but I promise you that I will get paid.
Like you'll be paid.
Good, good.
Really good pain.
Sounds like we have a tavern. Thank you very much for the pie. It was delicious.
If you come back with another story, you'll get some more tomorrow.
Very well.
We should look for those kids.
I'm like holding the flare. Is your motivation to get more pie?
Where do you think I go to eat every day?
You eat pie every day?
Wouldn't you?
That can't be good for you.
That's-
I poke you in the gut.
That's definitely not healthy.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about what he's eating. I think we need to worry about what he's drinking.
Well, we're going to a
And how
tavern,
much he's
so
drinking.
we're going to a tavern, so we'll
I-
figure it out there.
I also think we need to worry about his path in life.
I think as long as he's with us, his
Oh, yeah.
path will be quite in a certain direction and potentially being grabbed by the scruff.
I think that we should get to know our two new friends much more, because I'm sure there's fantastic things to learn about you guys.
The tavern. I'll buy everyone.
There we go. That will focus away from some of my habits.
It doesn't take long for you guys to find the Stag's Crown Tavern. It's a large, simple tavern with several deer skulls just decorating the outside. Once you get to the inside, lots of taxidermied animals, bows hanging from the walls. It almost looks like someone took a hunter's hall and converted it into the tavern. You see the elf that you met before behind the counter serving various drinks. You see another beautiful elf woman who's taking the food to the tables, things like that. And two very well-behaved elven children just assisting wherever they can. One male, one female.
They're so well behaved. I look confused.
They seem very, very diligent, and whenever they don't have something to do, you notice that they look to their mother and father for direction quickly. But they look very happy.
Because elf children do as they're told!
You have likely heard him say that before.
Yeah.
I guess
You
we
see the
should
tavern
try
keep motioning for you all.
I walk up toward him.
Greetings and thank you for patronizing my niece's stand. That means a lot to me. So, what can I do for you all?
Well, for now, I would like to get a drink for all of these fine folk.
Okay, what kind of drink?
What kind of drink would you all like?
A large one.
I would recommend the local Barrel Crisp Ale.
I'll take one.
It's
of those.
actually made here in town.
Sounds good to me.
It's two
Okay.
of those. And what else do you want?
Can I have a milk?
A milk. Do we actually have milk right now? I'm gonna go ahead and get them their drinks, and then I'll see what I can find.
Okay.
We need to work on your drinking skills.
I don't really drink.
She has a drinking problem.
She does have a drinking problem.
So, four barrel crisps.
Is that what you wish for?
That seems like it.
Is that fine with you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
oh,
very
yeah.
well.
A silver and 6 copper.
Here's 2 silver.
Thank you. Is the rest a tip, or would you like your change?
Take us a tip.
Thank you very much. And he seems to pull out his ledger and writes something down when you give him a tip, and he stores it to the side. He goes in the back and comes back with 3 coolish ales for you all. I was able to find some milk for you, and here you go. As he hands you a small cup of milk.
Thank you.
That'll be 3 copper.
I give him the 3 copper.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I was buying everyone drinks. I didn't say if it was out to be alcohol.
Those of you drinking the barrel crisp, it is very, very, very good. It has a very sharp sort of taste and sweet aftertones.
That was always like me. a
His
little
problem is
hesitant, which is like,
probably apparent now.
You give it a good smell. You can recognize
Doesn't
the
take long
scent
to
of
notice.
local berries, just barely.
When his first instinct last night was to throw his empty bottle,
I no longer had a
I
need
got
of
the
it.
impression that might
Last
be an
time he
issue.
tried to attack something with a dagger
I
or a
nursed my
crossbow,
milk.
it did not work so well.
The last time you tried to attack something with your sword, the first time I saw you got mauled by a zombie. It was going like this.
It waited for me to move. It was waiting.
It's like you
Prepare.
stood still.
Anyways,
Greetings, I'm Devin, and am I to understand that you guys are adventurers?
we are in fact. I'm an adventurer. I actually don't know about the rest of these people. Us three have been on an adventure before.
Yes, we are adventurers.
Close enough.
Okay. I'm glad to have adventurers in my inn for a while, but adventurers who stay in one place too long tend to bring trouble on our communities. You do plan to eventually move on, right?
Yes, we're here to help this
Then
gentleman.
I'm very glad to have you here for the time that you're here. If you need anything, let me know. We also do have fried onions right now for 5 copper, and it'll feed several people.
I will take one of these fried onions.
Very well, I'll get right on it. And he goes to the back and begins to busy himself.
So,
Shall we have a seat and
yes.
discuss?
Does anyone have knowledge religion?
Right.
You guys can make a roll if you like.
13.
You recognize... Oh, let's see what you get as well.
21.
Oh, both of you guys recognize that there's a lot of iconography here associated with the god Old Deadeye. You even see a small shrine in the back corner dedicated to him. But it's all worked very well into the decoration of the place.
So, we sit down at a table. What are you all here for? You have to be coming to Rhunerin for some reason.
Well, I've learned that my family is here, and I'm trying to find them.
Like your father or your siblings
Not
or
my father.
your son?
Parents, somewhat extended family as well. Like a house, essentially.
Oh.
They have come on some hard times and decided to move here for opportunities that were available here.
So are you nobility?
They are.
Do you or they have a title?
Title? Not exactly.
Very well.
Like I said, hard times.
Hard times. I get it. And you?
I'm just tagging along.
Okay.
She was kicked out.
I wasn't kicked out. I was given the Wanderer's honor.
What's the Wanderer's honor?
Honors in quotes.
They trusted me to find my own path out in the world.
Who did?
My monastery.
Oh, so you're a monk.
Yes.
And they sent you off into the world to find your own way.
Yes.
Do you do something to earn this honor?
I
Just
didn't.
run my breath on the Wanderer's Curse. That sounds very familiar.
I didn't really fit the ideals of Irori the way they thought I should.
The Rory?
God of perfection.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Seems like a difficult one to follow.
Well, I mean, you just had to perfect it in your own way. I guess that's why they sent you away.
Mhm.
Because you want it the way they wanted.
Right. It wasn't the way the monastery wanted, so I didn't really fit in at the monastery, but I could find my own perfection elsewhere in the world.
Hmm.
See?
I see what you're saying.
I'm not kicked out though.
Hmm.
Anyways, let's check out these pamphlet things about these
Sure.
kids.
No, remember they're at their adolescence.
Okay.
That's what they want to be called.
Also-
It has... Oh, sorry.
Is there a reward listed in there?
Well, we'll find out.
Or are we just hunting down these kids that who knows why they're gone? For
Wait,
We
no
should
reason?
do it for the good of the people.
was it a
That's
was it a
great and all, but you're not going to be able to feed yourself after a while if you keep just doing things for the good of the people.
Hey, if you
You'd
do it
be
right,
surprised.
you'd be surprised. If you do it right, you get. Like I said, I don't pay anything for pie ever.
You get her in trouble, it sounds like.
I don't get her in trouble. I get her experience,
I've been in the wilds. I've
managerial
been...
experience. That's what I get her.
Okay, according to the
Ooh, easy
flyer,
enough.
Two,
Just have to know where to look for it.
Sorry. According to the flyer, 2 young people in the community have gone missing. It has sketches of them. Their names are Ivan and Gretel. They've been missing based on the date on the flyer for about 4 days now. It does mention in there a reward that you could seek from Miles, the local priest. But it doesn't really contain any leads.
Does it say if they're brother and sister?
It doesn't specifically say no.
Okay. Because I'm like, did they just run off together?
You just have first names then, I guess.
Just first names? Okay. Well, I guess we could do some research into this.
Looking at the paper, it looks like it's handwritten. It looks like it was written very quickly. You saw that Miles had several of these, and it looks like he likely handwrote all of them.
So, we should probably ask the innkeeper if he knows any more about them, and then from there, continue our search.
Plus, if Miles was putting in this much work, he probably knows them too.
Probably. But he seemed like a nice guy and a cleric, so any member of the community would probably try to save. But it does sound like from what he said about them, seeing them as children, then yes. And there is a reward mentioned. So, I say we finish our drinks, eat a little food when this fried onion gets here.
The little drinks.
You're starting to get that buzzy feeling.
There we go. That made it stop.
Made it stuff. Okay. So, wait for the food, drink some drink, and then prepare ourselves.
Devin comes back out with your fried onion. It's like what you'd expect from a blooming onion.
Yeah.
But it's pretty big. You're pretty sure you can't eat this by yourself.
Well, it's a good thing I have a party of people to help me.
Perhaps I will help you with your quest. Trying to eat the onion.
I'm not going to be able to help. I'm full of pie. Her portions were very generous.
Now, I have a
Seems
question.
pretty regular to me.
Does that milk attract your natural predators?
I have no natural predators.
What about big cats?
I punch them. I don't.
And their
I
soft
don't
pink
understand.
noses.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You go around punching cats.
That's really mean of you.
If they attack me,
Do cats come and attack you?
I mean, I'm a wanderer. A lot of things attack me randomly, like bandits, skeletons, zombies, liches.
Up, be careful, guys. Okay, liches, zombies, and skeletons. You need to be careful.
There were some bats.
You should probably
She
be
might
might
be-
just
Might not be the best idea to bring her along if these are attractive.
Anyways,
The bats were the worst of them.
have some onion.
Oh, thank you.
It's sharp, and as you bite into it, warm oil pours into your mouth. Not too hot, not hot enough to burn, but
It feels good in your drunk stomach.
There we go. Ale and fried food. There we go.
So where are
Yeah.
we heading after this to find out where your axe is leading us?
Yeah, you guys mentioned something about you were here because of him. What's up with
You're
that?
following an axe.
We're following the origins, I believe, of an axe, correct?
yes.
What can you tell us?
Well, for what we seems like, it looked like the axe was from Sarna, so I guess going to the areas near ruins to see if anyone's been recently found going near there.
So the axe is from that ruins at Sarnath that you said was cursed.
Yes.
So is your axe cursed too?
That would be my next question.
Was it gold?
the bard cuts his eyes at you. You're traveling all the way to Sarnath?
Well, next is the areas near Sarnath.
You've got a trip.
Indeed.
Well, it's good. I need to, see the world anyway. So, good.
Also, you're local too?
Yes.
Okay, so both of you are local.
Unfortunately.
Have the colors of the people here, like the taverns that we're at, they're always been blue and black?
For the local militia, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
I was wondering, because those are also my family's colors.
The blue's not quite the same shade. It's a much lighter blue than what's on your heraldry.
Okay.
So, bartender, did you know these two adolescents who went missing?
I knew Ivan somewhat.
What could you tell us about him?
Seemed to have been a good kid. When you asked him to do something, he'd usually take care of it, and he would never ask for more than a fair price. A bit dreamy, I guess. I didn't know Gretel very well, though. In all honesty, Ivan would come into my tavern every once in a while, ask me if I had some spare chores. He'd take care of him, I'd pay him a few copper, and he'd leave.
Okay. So probably speaking with the cleric would be our best bet.
I would say Miles probably knows him fairly well.
Okay.
They weren't related as far as you know, though, right?
Oh, no. They're not related. They're good friends. They're also friends with a few other people here in town. That Buford fella, he hasn't been in town real long, but they seem to have become friends fairly quickly. Also, there's a member of the guard that they were close with as well, I believe. But I'm not quite sure which one.
Alright. We can definitely take a look into this.
If you end up at a dead end, maybe also talk to Huxley, he may know.
And who's Huxley?
Oh, Huxley's the local warden.
Okay. Well, that's most of an onion gone. That's all of an onion gone. Can hold a lot for a small frame.
Okay.
What deity do you worship, by the way?
None of your business.
That doesn't seem like a...
Okay.
What kind of personal question do you ask? What kind of personal question
I
is
would
this?
have liked to have known who you were getting your healing through.
None of your business. I didn't ask who trained you in your crappy zombie slaying skills. You don't need to ask me
All right,
who trained me.
friend, I think maybe you should calm down.
Sorry.
Relax.
Sorry.
I apologize. I did not mean to upset you.
I think another ale would make me feel. No. Actually, no.
Let's go for a walk in
Let's
some fresh air.
Walk it off.
Yes.
He don't know. He does not know me that well to be asking
It's okay.
other questions.
It's okay.
Personal questions.
It's okay.
I get
Let's
up,
walk.
start walking outside.
Okay, you get back to the hustling and bustling street.
Okay. Let's see if we can find the cleric.
I assume you'd know where to find him.
Yeah, I know where to find it.
If you could lead us there, we would greatly appreciate it.
He starts leading you guys back up the hill. You pass a few stores and you see a large house to your right. And up on the balcony, you see two people sharing a lunch. One's a catfolk dressed in very nice leather armor and a leather long coat. He's eating his food very properly and chatting with a female human, very darkly complected for this town. And she's wearing a bright green iridescent dress. And she has some sort of peacock resting on her shoulder, just kind of sitting there. They seem to be just having a very nice, proper breakfast with each other.
That's not a normal peacock.
No, I bet it's
You
an
might need to
attack
be on
peacock that she sicks on people that she doesn't like.
I thought she was just the most ostentatious pirate I've ever
You might
seen.
need to be
I
on
think
guard.
my assumption would be familiar.
Why does everyone think that cat people are a problem for me?
It's kind of
But you-
twitch my ears.
Seriously?
I assume racism.
Seriously?
I mean, I'm not chasing her. I'm not that much of a cat person, but I have no urge.
Okay.
Okay, he leads you past that building, and you end up at a very small church to the chorus. And you see Miles just coming back out with a fresh stack of pamphlets.
Miles.
Oh, yes.
Hold up the flyer. What do you know? What can you tell us?
They're both very good kids raised here in this community. I cared deeply for them. They never really got into too much trouble. Hardworking, had a few friends around. What could I tell you that would be helpful?
Where were they last seen?
I have not particularly heard anyone who had specifically seen them last. They had been doing some chores for some local residents, but I don't have a strong timeline of it.
Okay, so you don't know.
And no
when
one
the-
saw where they had gone afterwards.
What do you know about this Buford guy?
Buford is not well liked in the community, I know that. He comes here to pray for better tidings. He takes odd jobs. Some people around here have taken to saying that he's cursed. But he seems to be alright to me. You could probably find him around. I think he's currently working down at the brewery.
What does he look like?
Oh, a bit fairer skinned than most. Black hair, usually pulled back. Looks like he's attempting to grow a beard, but not very successful at it. Dressed
Nice.
all right. He has the mannerisms of a foreigner. Yet if you ask around, people know who he is.
Okay. Well, perhaps we'll go find him.
Are you considering looking for their friends to talk to them?
I mean, probably.
Then you should definitely talk to Geralt as well. As I understand, he was their oldest friend.
Is there anything you can tell us about Geralt? Maybe where he is?
He would be asleep right now. He's the night watchman for the guard.
Oh, okay.
They often stay up late speaking with him. I'll see them sometimes at night.
All right.
You'll recognize him fairly easily. He's the only real guard who's on patrol through the streets at night. If you need to know where he lives, I actually don't know off the top of my head, but I believe Huxley likely would if you have met Huxley yet.
My next question, are these two, Ivan and Gretel, are they actually friends?
Oh, very, very close. Thick as
Okay.
thieves.
They're not actual thieves, so okay.
No.
They're thick as teenagers.
Where did they have, is there anything weird going on with them that you can see? Anything strange going on around the town?
There's have been strange goings on, but nothing associated with them. In truth, that goes back more to the rumors of Buford. There's been problems lately.
Okay. Well, I guess we should start looking into this.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go to Geralt first? Well, we should wait till nighttime for him. If we can help it. Probably can't. But, Buford.
Do any of you require healing before you set off?
No.
Oh, I suppose I could use a little.
Don't do it.
He comes up to you, and he whispers a very quiet prayer to himself. And heal 5.
Let's do this.
Feel a warm glow settle over you.
Is there any charge for the healing?
No, it's free. Just take it as my thanks for looking into this for me.
Well, if we end up being unsuccessful, I'll come back and make a donation then.
Well, I'll be off then. And he begins heading towards where a lot of the caravans are traveling through.
Okay. So I guess to the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
To thank them for the ale they made.
Yes.
Don't get too excited.
Why? This is my favorite part. This is the only good part of town.
You realize you're not going to get to dive into the vat or anything, right?
It may have already happened once or twice.
So
Okay,
you're
we're not
actually
going to
from
let
this
you.
town?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm from here. I'm from this terrible place.
It doesn't seem bad.
It seems very
That's-
nice.
yeah.
It's lovely.
I mean, everyone's
Yeah, trust me,
hardworking.
Heinlein Moore is worse.
There's dangers you can't see.
Is that where
Okay.
you're from?
Yes.
So you guys head over to the Fresh Briar Brewery.
Sure.
Okay. As you get there, it's a very large brewery. Some of the casks are outside being washed. Other ones are inside getting filled. And you can see that they have racks and racks and racks of ones that are distilling. Do you go in through the back where they have the large open barn door, or the front door, which is currently shut?
Probably go to the front door because that would be considered normal from where I'm from.
Okay. Going in, you see a finely dressed woman with a clipboard out, just taking notes and just inspecting things.
Hello. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I brought you customers. Buy something.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, we'll talk about buying something in a bit, but we're actually here to look for the two people who've been gone missing from the town.
Oh, yeah, Ivan and someone else, right?
Gretel.
Oh, I didn't know either of them personally. How can I be of assistance?
Would you mind if we borrowed Buford for a moment? Apparently he had been speaking with them.
I know the note-taking clipboard makes it seem like I'm in charge, but actually you're going to want to speak with Let me look at my notes real quick. You're going to want to speak with Brynjard.
Brynjard.
You'll find him out back. Just go through the large set of doors. They're likely open.
Okay. Do they have any obvious prices for anything around here?
No, nothing that's setting out, and you don't see them serving drinks or anything. It looks like they probably sell barrels by the cast.
Yep.
11 on sense motive.
11 on sense motive. She doesn't seem to be hiding anything specific. She feels like she's giving you the information genuinely and has sent you on the way.
Okay.
Or at least to the best you can read.
I rather okay, well, I'm preoccupied now. Let's see if she forgets about the fact that I should be buying something. Gotta grab you by the shoulder and lead you out.
We haven't even been to the gift shop yet.
It's no gift shop.
The whole store's a gift shop. It's a gift to the world.
Well, we can worry about that later.
Okay.
I'm not buying, as we get outside, I'm not buying an entire cask.
I'd buy an entire cask.
You're not going to carry an entire cask.
I was going to ask, but the Mordex the Mighty to carry it.
He'll just drink it here.
Okay.
As you get around back, people are moving back and forth, just almost like clockwork, going about their business. You see a shortish man, younger, brown hair, short. He looks like he has very nice clothing, but the sleeves are rolled up and they're a little tattered from work. He's sipping a freshly poured glass of ale. No, it's still not right. Damn it. He goes over and starts looking at the cask, sets that glass down and picks up another one from a nearby barrel. Pours it out, tastes it. Very good, very good. So here's where it all went wrong.
Excuse me.
Yes. I'm Brynjard. I'm in charge of this brewery. How can I help you?
We're adventurers, not here long. Don't worry.
Actually, that is great. I was hoping someone would come by. You saw my flyer then?
Probably not. We're here for another thing, probably, but we'll hear your flyer out anyway.
Look on the work boards. If you're looking for work, come by. I have a task that is... it surmounts my men. I need something or someone that can do some heavy lifting. Take care of something a little more dangerous for me.
Man,
That is Mordex right there. Best heavy lifter I've ever seen.
Okay, the berries that we've been collecting from the river, they've been off. I've sent 2 men up the river to try to find out why, but they never returned. I imagine they probably met an ill fate out there in the wilderness, so I figured, why not hire adventurers to look into it? Here, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
He pours 2 glasses of ale. First, try this one.
Okay.
It tastes exactly like the beer you had earlier today. Very, very good, very well crafted.
Tastes exactly like what I had earlier today, which was delicious.
And he passes you a second one. Make a perception roll.
You go blind.
I rolled a 1.
It tastes exactly the same.
I can't tell the difference.
Okay.
Let's see him if he does it.
I'm not going to call you my friend because I'm not allowed.
I will take any
I know
free-
that you have a taste for this.
I do. I will take
He
any
hands you
free
the
samples.
glasses. First this one,
Thank you. Thank you.
and now this one.
What was I rolling again?
Perception.
1.
No, I got 2 ones. I got an 11, 12.
You can tell something is just so slight different on the second one that just did not make you feel quite as good about it. But whatever's off is so minute.
The first one's a little bit better.
It's the first one, in my humble opinion, is perfection. There's some sort of impurity in this, and I cannot have it. These cannot be sold.
Can I try one
And
more
I
time to
need
peg
it
it down?
fixed. What was that?
Can I try it one more time to peg it down?
I mean, you're not going
No.
to sell it anyway.
Okay.
I'm not going to sell it, but also I'm...
Not going to.
Yeah.
Encourage that. Yes.
We're actually wondering if we could speak to. What game was it?
Buford.
Buford is actually working away from the shop right now. He's down the river gathering berries,
Would you mind if we bothered him?
and it's quite a ways off.
Oh.
But also the 2 things
14 on sense motive.
And while you're up there, if you want to look into it, 14 on sense
point.
motive, to the best of your ability to tell, he's genuine. He doesn't seem to be lying about it.
But we're looking for the two children, adolescents that went missing.
Yes, Ivan would sometimes come by and do some work for me.
Hmm.
I think he did mention that he's friends with him. I believe he
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we heard anyways.
So I guess we could go check. I mean, if it's on the way to the problem that you're having, anyways.
Oh, that would be great. All I know is that the problem's coming from upriver. I will lend you a raft to head up there. You'll likely run into him at some point there, anyways.
Great. Is there anything we should know about the river? Is it cursed?
Unlike many things around here, no, it is not.
Oh, good.
A lot of lush berries grow on the side of it. When they become ripe, they fall just straight into the river. My men just sail up and down it just with a net, just picking the berries. We don't ever get off the river. There aren't dangerous animals in it. You should have no issue. What's on land there, you'd have to speak with someone who spends time there. But my men, this is the first time I've had my men come up missing. So I imagine it's generally safe.
Well, I mean, probably not safe right now, but it's good to know that it's normally safe. So we'll be looking out for a problem, and that will likely be the answer.
Okay. Well, follow me and we'll get your boats ready.
All right.
And this is where we're going to see you guys next time. Thank you guys for viewing, everyone.
Take care.
And may your dice always strike true. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into the very first episode of our campaign. I had a great time writing for it. I know my players had a great time playing it. And I hope you guys come back to see what new I have planned and what sort of antics they get up to. I kind of see this as our love song to role-playing games. I hope you guys see it as that too. Also, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified when we put new stuff out. And you know what? If you do enjoy it, please consider our Patreon. Our videos are going to be posted weekly, and I hope to see you guys back here next Wednesday for a new video. And as always, may your dice always strike true.